Hello, my name is Kaylin Poirier, and my article is How Can Book Reading Close the Word Gap? 5 Key Practices from Research written by Emily Snell, Anne-Marie Hidman, and Barbara Wazik. The main components of intervention. The overall point of this article is to give intervention ideas to increase vocabulary development in young children to close the word gap. This article suggests book reading is an essential activity that supports early language and vocabulary because 1. High quality, well written books can expose children to more complex and advanced language vocabulary. 2. Illustrated books often have pictures that represent interesting words that help children determine the meaning as well as captivating narratives to help children understand new words across context. And 3. Those same features of books can boost children's attention and engagement, helping them to learn vocabulary more efficiently. That being said, simply reading books aloud to children appears to be necessary but an insufficient strategy for building vocabulary. Therefore, this article cited research suggests that book reading needs to include active ingredients to promote vocabulary learning and suggests using these 5 research-based strategies. 1. Define new words. 2. Discuss and ask children questions about new words. 3. Reread books several times. 4. Have children retell stories from books. And 5. Integrate new words and definitions throughout the classroom activities. How long should it last? So if the goal of reading a book is to increase students' vocabulary knowledge, these strategies should be continually used as explicit instruction as it uses orthographic mapping to help students learn new words. And how is it delivered? These strategies are created for a whole group Tier 1 instruction. However, these strategies can be used for smaller individual uses for Tier 2 instruction as well. What grade is it appropriate for? So the article claims that the evidence-based strategies that they suggest were specifically created for children's ages 3 to 6 because that age frame is critical for developing foundational vocabulary. That being said, I do believe that those strategies could also be used for any age or grade. So does this intervention need any supports, resources, or materials? No, this intervention does not need any additional resources. This intervention is a simple way to add into book reading to increase students' vocabulary knowledge. Connections to coursework. Similarly, from what we have learned from this course, the article discusses the word gap in students and how detrimental that could be for students' academics later on in school. The article does not specifically refer to the Matthew effect, but this course has taught us that children who enter school with strong vocabulary and pre-reading skills will have an advantage over those who enter school with a weakness in vocabulary or pre-reading skills, and that advantage could grow wider over time. The reason why I chose this article is because explicit vocabulary instruction is lacking in the classroom, and this article gives some simple yet effective strategies for teachers to use. Here is my article's reference, and thank you for listening.